Jesus Christ. Hey Google. Stop. Okay. We got some Doctor Who today. I believe we're watching some Doctor Who. I quit my download and I'm ready to go. What it do, ski? It's your boy Failey McWhaley, and today I'm here with my reaction video to Doctor Who. This one is season 12, episode 8, guys. We only got a handful of episodes left before the Doctor Who's officially in the books, and it's the long wait. Last episode went to Aleppo, and we had these gods introduced. Actually, funny enough, I thought that might have been like a newer idea, but turns out it was actually something from Classic. So I guess I'm not caught up on my I haven't brushed up on my Classic game enough. So I guess we're gonna have to do that soon. And yeah, actually, we'll probably do a Classic episode sometime soon. Interestingly enough, there was a lot of talk about that ending of the episode with the reaction from the Doctor. I gave my thoughts on it already, but with that being said, let's just dive into this episode. So as always, if you enjoyed this one, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I think that's it. I think this is why I click and watch. Yeet. Oh, pathetic fallacy. Hello.
Confined again. A most ungenial summer. I've never known air as dank and frigid.
Oh,
Pretty dank, yeah.
dank and frigid.
Lord Byron or Dr. Polidori would read to us.
Polidori. That's a nice
What would
one.
Miss Claremont wish to hear?
Something to awaken thrilling horror.
Yes, Mrs. Shelley.
To make us dread to look around. To curdle the blood. And quicken the beatings of the heart.
1816. I guess they need a thrill. I mean,
With pallid countenance and trembling limbs we descended. And inside we saw.
I shall send whoever calls away, my lord.
No, Fletcher.
Colonel. Surely not.
Who is brave enough to come and see?
they don't value life. What? For a second, I thought this was Alex
Losing
Wolff.
himself.
Okay. Let's see where this one goes. Boom. Started working on a Doctor Who script. Started cracking at it. There's only so many times you can yell, put me in the writer's room. Sometimes you just gotta throw yourself in there. The Haunting of Diodati.
Good evening. Not quite the welcome I was hoping for, but I'll admit we've looked better. Might need a blow dry. Got a bit caught in the downpour.
Yes, because it is a truth universally acknowledged.
Wrong writer.
I didn't think I picked up on the author.
Gold on the night that inspired Frankenstein.
Oh.
At the pinnacle, the absolute zenith of their creativity.
What would you all care to drink? I detest all gossip, you understand?
I must pop into the little boy's room.
So, that was marvelous.
So what's the threat this time?
You know, bit of blood and guts, thrown a corpse for good measure. I just want to use the music.
Oh
Excuse
my
me, Doctor.
goodness.
You broke a rule.
Oh.
Next year was only Byron. I was trying to get them back on track. This night, June 1816, Byron challenges Mary Polidori and Percy Shelley to come up with a ghost story. Spot the difference. They're a man down. Why?
Oh, that's so funny. I mentioned I was working on a script and then this is about writing. I think it's that's funny. Oh, forget that. What the? Nah, chill, fam. Chill. So all of his stories are coming true or something? Or it's a madhouse.
not to announce oneself, Miss Khan.
Breaking and entering's worse.
If he's written about me, I can ascertain his true sentiments. I have. His answers only increase the enigma.
I know someone like that.
Would you trade them for reliable and dull?
My person's a bit different. Do you see that?
Definitely not.
May I be candid?
Go for it.
I sent my man out to fetch your carriage, but he seems to have disappeared.
We do have a lot of spare time with the adventures. Why not make some beats?
Yeah.
So far, though, digging this episode. And also something that's standing out to me is the directing, too.
I'm getting this really weird vibe off your house.
Vibe?
Yeah.
Vibe check.
I don't want to worry you.
Sir? Blimey! You gotta stop doing that. Splendid. Take a rest. I'm a physician. I'm in rude health.
Whatever you say, mate.
Did I say choose, sir?
Oh, it's...
Sorry.
We're throwing hands?
Rather a lot.
Choose your weapon!
Isn't it obvious? He's challenging you to a duel.
Hey, look, I'm not here to fight anyone, alright? So everyone just calm down.
Fletcher, will Mr. O'Brien be yours? No.
Cheers, man.
No, I mean, what? No. Because there's gonna be no duel, I absolutely forbid it.
What's up? What's up?
I shall return with my pistol.
He's getting a gun. He's getting a gun. He's getting a gun.
Yo, what are we doing right now?
I think it's up.
It's definitely on. Get the coffee.
Great shot! 14th. No. 15th century. Touch more umami.
That zaps people's heads off who threaten people with guns.
No, when you put a coat on.
The colonies.
No, she is from somewhere much, much stranger.
How did it come to life then? I love a good plume. What do you think?
I can't believe this guy actually about to go get a gat. That's crazy.
You're like ninjas, you lot. Oh, fair play to you, no love.
I need to get out of this house.
Unfortunately, you can't.
Easier said than done, apparently. How many times now?
7?
Mrs. Doctor said the house was evil.
Oh, don't worry. We're great at sorting things out like this. There's always an explanation. Oh, it touched me. Ghost. Ghost, it definitely touched me.
He's on the move.
Oh, Polly. Polly? Can you hear me, son? Can you hear me?
I guess that makes sleepwalking a little bit more easier.
The same chamber.
Shh.
Something seriously wrong with this gaff.
Is anyone
I ought to
else
be
trapped?
proper scared.
Yeah.
Working on it. Head's a bit fuzzy. Normal service will resume shortly. Cough.
Mrs. Doctor!
Really, just Doctor is fine.
He emerged from the wall like a phantom.
Be gone, demon!
The lights are on. But he's gone on a mini break.
Possessed?
Or asleep. He walks in
On
his sleep.
standby.
Close your eyes. Clear your mind. We're only experiencing what it wants us to.
I can feel it. I'm coming for William.
This is impossible.
This should be William's room.
That's messed up, dude.
I suspect I must have missed something. But there should be a door here.
Please, can we get out of here?
In theory, yes. We just have to tell ourselves that we can walk through the door we know is right there.
Ooh.
My bones have never caused such mischief before.
What if something came here that wasn't supposed to and caused a major disturbance?
Like what?
That?
What? Show me. Whose man's?
That could be a solid option, Mary. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it the light creatures from the first ep?
Floating around.
Like a death god vision. It never was. It's a traveler. Moving through time.
Oh, it's the lone Cyberman!
That is a lone Cyberman.
Woo!
Chance, will Cyberman do it?
Ooh-wee.
Yes! Thank you! Barricade the door! May I ask, what is a Cyberman? Someone altered. Organs, flesh, surgically replaced with mechanical parts without consent. Never seen one like him before.
Yeah,
He's different.
a little beefy.
Finished. Whatever he came for is hidden here.
Looks like Galactus from here. What the hell? Oh, that took a really quick pivot.
What are you doing?
Lord
Yeah.
Byron,
Haven't had a good track record with the Cybermen. Danny, Dunzo.
is that
Bill,
you?
Donut.
I feel I've lost my faculties entirely.
Yeah, and this one's like got the face, the eyes. There's like,
No, sir.
Jesus.
We need to find the child.
And a way out.
We are not safe here.
Sounds like
Pass through a wall at
sound
any
like Tim
moment.
Shaw bit,
The
no?
doctor told us to wait.
Technically, she only told us not to follow her.
Oh, yeah, this is brave. She out here.
Tell me what you're after. I might be able to help. Well, it's never going to be under there. Unless you don't actually know what it looks like.
You've met my kind before.
You could say that.
You appear courageous, but your vital signs betray a heightened state of anxiety.
Or as I like to call it, Tuesday. What happened? They get bored halfway through or something?
I am complete enough to serve my purpose.
Still feel things then? No inhibitor yet?
I do not need to be stabilized.
Okay, so here's the thing. There's a chance I might be the Guardian, only I don't know what it is I'm supposed to be guarding. Anything's possible.
The house still shifts.
Alright, they're probably gonna do some big ass twist because this is leading into the finale. Or the penultimate and then the finale. Penultimate and then the
The call had to
finale.
be a means of escape.
You ever considered breath mints? Oh, recharging, not good.
The coal hatch is gone.
True.
There's no way out.
See ya!
Claire, you okay? Miss Claremont?
There's something down here with us.
I can read the energy field now. You are not the Guardian.
A life form? A weapon of some kind? What's happening?
What are we doing?
There's not one atom of yon earth that once was living man.
I have to keep him out. Oh, you. I'm the Guardian. I am Percy
Sherry. He is whom I seek. But he is fortified against me.
Okay, good to know. So I vote we split up and continue the search. You go this way and I'll go here. They were supposed to die. Neither are you, so please, let's not unravel anything else. Hide and stay there. History is vulnerable tonight. I mean it.
They weren't supposed to die.
Stay safe.
and to protect him. Recon invader!
walking alone. There was a glimmer in the lake. Exquisite. Alive. Like quicksilver. I fished it out to study it more closely. But then, it took root within me.
Ah, cool.
No one could see me. It hid itself in me, and hid me within the villa.
And when it thought it might be discovered, it manipulated all of our perceptions.
They scorched and split the sky, built the army of all armies. Left behind only pain, rage, fear, and death.
How is he seeing all this? The Cyberman is burning through his mind. It'll destroy him if it stays in him much longer. Sent it back through time here in an attempt to change the future. In an attempt to protect it from that.
I can't keep him away much longer.
Because armies will rise and billions will die.
Shelley's gonna die if that stuff stays inside him.
Shelley's
Okay.
only one life against all those others.
What are you saying? How can you condemn him to death like that?
His thoughts, his words, inspire and influence thousands for centuries. If he dies now, who knows what damage that will have on future history? One death, one ripple, and history will change in a blink. The future will not be the world you know. The world you came from, the world you were created in, won't exist, so neither will you. It's not just his life at stake, it's yours. You want to sacrifice yourself for this?
Ooh.
You want me to sacrifice you?
Woo!
You want to call it? Do it now. All of you. Yeah. Because sometimes this team structure isn't flat. It's mountainous, with me at the summit, in the stratosphere, alone.
Jesus Christ.
Choose. Save the poet. Save the universe. Watch people burn now or tomorrow. Sometimes even I can't win.
Let's go. She put him on pause. She said, all right, listen, Ryan, you're talking a little too much. Stop chirping. This is what we're doing. Oh my goodness. Oh, I was going to say Jodie was doing really well this episode. And even just before this little confrontation, my goodness. That might have been the most defining 13 moment I think we've seen so far for from Jodie. Let's see how this goes. Oh, I love that.
Are you several men? A composite of parts?
I am better than men.
Yet I still see a soul in there.
Was Ashad. I did spare your son.
But not you. Get out of here.
Useless, runt, sickly, and weak. And I did have children. I slit their throats when they joined the resistance. In death, we are transformed, improved, updated.
So very sorry. Stop! What are you doing to him? Doctor!
Oh my goodness.
Cyberman, he's leaving his body.
And it chooses me. Looks like I'm the true guardian.
Surrender it, or I will execute you.
Oh shit, we're going into the superhero third act mode over here.
My ship will lock onto my signal.
Planet, I can't win.
We are inevitable.
What are we doing? Is this a 3-part story?
You are.
Oh, this is gonna be a rough TARDIS ride home.
What did you do to Shelley?
Old-time Lord trick, not a nice one. Pushed his mind to his future death. Tricked the Cyberman into letting go. Hoped his body would survive the trauma. Put it in the gravest danger.
Please tell me that was part of the plan.
Yes, a last-minute, imperfect, all-I've-got plan. Saving Shelley was step one.
What's step 2?
Fix the mess I created in step 1. Go to the future, find him, and stop him from rebuilding the cyber army.
Oh boy, we're gonna have a conversation after this one. Jeez.
Well, that was quite the evening.
Indeed.
You're trash, fam.
You have returned me to life. Although I feel as though I have none of it left to live.
Keep doing that writing thing, if you like.
It's no smiles, Doctor.
We thought you saw Shelley like we did.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Come on, beady eyes. Made the room go all Arctic. Where did them two fit in?
I'm not sure they did.
No, come on, Doc. This is where you jump in with a rational explanation. I mean, ghosts don't exist, right? What?
Inside you three, we need to talk. Listen, you don't need to come with me.
With step two.
The world was void. The populace and the powerful was a lump, and air and the clouds perished. Darkness had no need of aid from them. She was the universe.
And that was my reaction video to Doctor Who Season 12, Episode 8. This was a left field episode, especially towards the second half, but I think in and of itself, before the twist, obviously, with connecting to like the lone Cyberman threat, I actually thought this was a really well done episode. Overall, this is a really well done episode. While I don't think there was necessarily anything revolutionary done here, I think there was some quality directing and atmosphere that was established this episode. They really balanced a lot of things this episode that worked well. A good historical episode that wasn't necessarily the focal point or shoved down our throats necessarily or over explained. Thought like I said, the directing and atmosphere here inside of this haunted house was really well done, and I think they paced that off really well. Yeah, the framing here at a lot of points as we're seeing all this concept of the house changing was really entertaining to go through. At least I thought. Seeing things move around, it really just gave this sort of eerie atmosphere to the episode. While I don't think there was necessarily a lot of jump scares like I think they've done in previous episodes, especially in the RTD era or early season 5 and 6, little creepy and atmospheric things, which I quite enjoyed. To quote the Doctor, I really enjoyed the vibe to this episode. Yeah, overall tone here, I thought they nailed it. Quite a few characters, but I thought they all felt distinguished, and they all felt like individual characters. And I think something that stood out to this episode was they actually balanced having a wide range of characters. And I think by setting off the episode up, having it be a famous writer, and then them all just sort of dancing, and then getting into the issues and starting off with a fun note, really worked well. And I knew which character was what. And I think they did a good job at pacing the interactions here in the first half. But once things started to hit the rails in the second half, we knew what was going on, which character was what, and they didn't feel just like some bland throwaway characters. Like I always think, when I think of a bland throwaway character, I can never not think about the episode with the Doctor in space. Hilarious. Definitely wasn't that. Talking about Graham here for a second. After that dancing sequence, we saw Graham walk out, and then also these hallucinations or whatever it was. I think that's when all the ghost nonsense started. And it's really interesting here how the woman and the little girl wasn't a part of the mystery of this episode. So when Graham was sweating and he left to go to the bathroom, whatever it was, I thought they were going to connect it to his health issues and something was going on, but that didn't seem like the case. But now they're saying that those two were actually ghosts or something's going on with him. So I'm really interested to see where that's going to go. So let's talk about Jodie here. I thought she was great. So well done, in my opinion. Best performance I think she's given so far. And all aspects to this episode, whether it was just, being quippy or just having fun and just being conversational, to confronting this lone Cyberman, or, addressing that she's just a Tuesday, and sort of clearly you can see she was anxious and nervous and uneasy at points, especially in the confrontation with the Cyberman or whatever this mystery was, and her frustration when she couldn't understand what was going on. I thought in the various places that we saw Jo 13, side comments, her reactions, interacting with them, the fanning out moments when she sees the writer, historical explanations as well here, they weren't over the top, or just the explanations in general weren't hitting you over the head and just too jarring. I felt like this episode, I think this episode was well written and it was well balanced. Speaking of Yaz, Ryan, and Graham here, I thought they were fine this episode. Graham was a bit funnier here than normal. Yaz and Ryan felt pretty natural. I thought Ryan being spooked, throwing hands, obviously lent more towards towards the comical side, towards the comedy side here, but I think it worked. Yaz interrogating, asking some questions, I enjoyed that quite a bit. And this is gonna connect to my comments at the end of this episode, but just Yaz sort of, I love how they put that quick shot of Yaz just freaking out when the doctor was putting her foot down and just telling them what it is. Man, I absolutely love that. Same thing with Ryan. I loved how they showed those reaction shots of them. So just speaking, so that was just my thoughts on the general episode. I thought they did a really good job here. Now pivoting towards the last, 20 odd minutes when things started to change with the Cyberman, very unexpected reveal, connecting back obviously to the fugitive of the Jadoon, Jack's warning. They're setting up this finale now, and for them to throw it in episode 8, and middle way through, I thought it was really good surprise here. Now, once we introduced the Cyberman, a lot of things started getting thrown out to us. I think things started to get a little bit hectic in terms of the pacing, but I didn't think it was anything too jarring. Lone Cyberman, we've finally been introduced. Jack sort of sent us the forewarning, gave the doctor a run for her money there. We could see, right when it was introduced, we could see the doctor being pretty shook. I thought the character design was dope. I thought the writing, especially towards the Cyberman's introduction, was very tight, impactful. What's scarier than a Cyberman? What a Cyberman with emotions is definitely something to be afraid of, and I thought they highlighted that very well this episode. So I'm excited to see how this is going to connect to episode 9 and 10. Man, when Jodie started to pop off talking about flat team structure, when Ryan started trying to be the moral compass, oh my goodness, was that amazing. This is what we needed. This is exactly what we needed. And I love how the doctor just sort of turned on the manual override and said, guys, I don't want to hear it right now. This is what we're going to do. And she just laid down the law. And I just thought Jodie's performance, that's one of the things I think was missing from 13 that we needed. Everything is not chippy and cheery. Everything isn't happy all the time. And no voting here of what we're going to do. And I'm under pressure, and it's a serious situation like this. And one of my mortal enemies is across from me. And, the future is at stake. I don't have time to talk with you. And I think it's a very interesting position of 13, because previously, with characters, I would say like with Rose, Donna comes to mind. The doctor really valued their opinion, especially Donna. Now that comes to mind. I'm sure the other companions too, but that's the example I'm going to make. Donna literally turned the doctor's opinion around when he was going to leave on the fires of Bombay and said, no, save them. Do this, do that. And I think there was a little bit more valuing in their thoughts and their opinions. And here with this flat team structure, the doctor just highlighted that that's not the case at all. And I think we're really starting to see 13's frantic and, for lack of better terms, I guess, darker side really pop up here. And the team is very aware of it. Yaz was looking at, I love that, like I said, I love the facial reactions of Yaz and Ryan when they're hearing the doctor's logic and just they're sort of poking in the holes and just seeing like, the doctor doesn't really know what's going on here. She's just winging it. And while that has been the case in the past, I think they're starting to really realize it, especially when their future is at stake, their livelihood, their universe. And absolutely loved it. I think that's all I'm going to say about this episode. But guys, what did you think about this one? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Quality, probably one of the best episodes of 13. In terms of my favorites, probably up there too. We only got 2 more episodes, so I wonder how things are really gonna go. Is something gonna happen with Graham's health out of left field? Is Ryan gonna go? Is Yaz gonna go? Are they gonna just volunteer and be like, yeah, we don't really like you anymore? A lot of interesting possibilities here, so I guess we're gonna have to wait until next week. So as always, guys, that was Doctor Who Season 12, Episode 8. What'd you think about this one? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. With that being said, though, I love you guys. I will see you all next week for the conclusion, or the kicking off of what's gonna be the finale. So with that being said, guys, I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.